Good afternoon, guys. Back at Graceland. Tours are still ongoing. I thought we'd take a little trip. We're going to go in search of Mr. Gary Pepper's house. Now, it's owned by the same people that own Vernon's. I found out more information on it, and it's 2 doors further up from Vernon's. And I think they started renovating it, but then stopped. And the guy that owns Vernon's, I think he's wanting something like $1.8 million for it. He's been offered $1 million by somebody, but he's turned it down. Which I think is crazy when you think of the condition it's in and the fact that he doesn't seem to want to do anything with it. So we're going to go and have a look at it and see what sort of state it's in. It is currently empty. So we're going up here. I'm going to take a left onto Dolan and walk down. It's a bit warmer today. I mean, thankfully, the wet weather seems to have dissipated. Although the forecast for tomorrow is not particularly fantastic. I think it's 100% for rain. So we shall see when we wake up. Well, I've got a brolly now, so I can still do the morning walk up to Graceland. I've managed to do it every day up to now. We've just been today. Went to the Stax Museum. That was interesting. It's a bit different to how I thought it was going to be, but it was interesting. Then we went to the Memphis Pyramid. It's just like a big shopping centre, to be honest. There was massive fish in there. They had alligators in there. Had lots of shops, clothing, gun shops. Obviously over here in America, you know, just walk in and just buy a gun, can't you? And you can go in a lift and go right up to the top and look out over Memphis, but we didn't bother doing that. Last year we looked out over Memphis from the top of the Peabody, so we've kind of seen that. I think it's $8 each to go up to the top of the pyramid. But if you've never done it, it's worth doing. There's an Airbnb on this street. It's I found out off a member of the Founders Club. It's number 1250, and I think it's $459 a night. But it backs onto Graceland, and it's owned by the people that own Marlowe's. So, and I found something else out as well. I found out about the Presley for a Day. A lot of the money from that goes to charities in and around Memphis, and some of it is supposed to go for maintenance on Graceland itself. How much, I don't know. And the Founders is $37,000 up front if you want to pay, and it's a 40-year membership. Or you can pay $6,000 and $150 a month for 20 years for the 40-year membership. But this particular woman I was speaking to, she seemed to think that she's already regained that money, because you get 10 free nights at the guest house, which she books for Elvis Week. So I think that works out at about $4,000 or something. But she gets them free. Plus you get reductions on the rooms. I think I think she gets the rooms at any other time after she's used the 10 nights up for about $79. There are some suites on the top floor that are a staggering $1,500 a night. One of them resembles Elvis's bedroom. Well, it's designed to resemble his bedroom. It's got TVs above the bed, and we're coming up now to Vernon's. I'll give you another little look at Vernon's. That's number 1266. Now, the dates, it's 1964 to 1978 that Vernon lived here. And obviously when Elvis died, he moved into Graceland and then sold this. I've seen videos by the Spa guy from 2017 Elvis Week, and this was in a lot better condition then. It's really gone downhill in 7.5 years, really. So this is Vernon's. So let's go up and let's have a look for Gary Pepper's house. Which I think must be this one. One would assume it is because it's empty, and I was told it's on the corner. So I believe that this is Gary Pepper's. Another bit of information that I got about Vernon's. Elvis actually had Vernon's house built. It wasn't actually there, which is obviously just a plot of land, and he had it actually built. So this is on the corner of Charles Drive and Dolan Drive. And that's in quite bad repair. As you can see, you can zoom in. I'm quite confident that this is the one, because I was told this was the one. I mean, some of you may be wondering who Gary Pepper was. I mean, Elvis was friends with him. I mean, Gary was quite heavily disabled. He was in a wheelchair, and I think he ran the fan club. And he got to be friends with Elvis, and I think Gary's father, I could be wrong, but I'm sure he worked at Graceland. I'm not even. He may have even worked at the Gatehouse. Elvis befriended him, the whole family, and he paid for the house, and I think he paid for a lot of things, really. But yeah, as far as I'm aware, I think that's Gary Pepper's house. Well, bungalow, should I say, because it's not really a house, is it? So we've found that. We've established that Elvis had this built for Vernon. I also found out as well that Elvis didn't always leave by the front driveway or the rear driveway. He actually used to, one of these houses up here, he used to, and they were quite happy with him doing it. The fences were lower, and he used to jump over the fence. And the guys used to meet him on this street, on Dolan, in the car, and then he'd go out. And one of the times that he jumped over the fence actually collapsed. That's actually on my site, that is. Simon has posted that on the site, and I thought it was a really good story, and I thought, well, it ties in with me coming down here, mentioning it, and mentioning Simon. There was a really nice bloke that I met the other day. We got chatting. And we said we'd keep in touch with each other. So we'll walk back down. I just thought, I've got some more information. I thought, well, I'll pass it on to you. I know we've been up here, but we didn't go to Gary Pepper's. So we'll walk back to Graceland and I'll let you have another look at Graceland. It's I tell you, you can't believe how different it is today. It's so warm. I mean, I've got a coat on and I think maybe I should have taken the coat off before I came out. But you just can't believe that it can change so much. I mean, this morning it was cold when we walked up to the grave. But then the sun's managed to come out. And this is what it was like last year. It was like this all the time last year. We did get like a little bit of rain, but it was lovely and warm last year. It just goes to show how it can differ. So I've been getting lots of messages off people about my videos and that, and I will say I am surprised at how well they've done. I mean, when I first started doing them, it was, I don't know why I started doing them. I think I just posted one and I realised it was very popular. And then I thought, well, I'll do another and see what happens. And I mean, I've got two groups on Facebook. I've got the Real Preservation of Graceland TCB and Preservation of Graceland. I did some of it for them, but then shared it to other groups because I thought, well, you know, why not? And it just took off. I mean, obviously when I get back home to England, the videos will dry up. But I think it's nice to share things with people, and I hope that people that come after me will do something similar. And anyone that's travelling to Memphis anytime soon, please share anything that you find, because it's interesting to see, because I don't think anybody fully knows everything. I'll tell you what else we saw today. We saw Lauderdale Court. A taxi driver pulled up outside. I did see it about 35 years ago, but you forget where things are. That was where Elvis first lived when he came to Memphis. I wanted to see oh god, mine's got running blank now. Audubon Drive, I wanted to see that, but the taxi driver didn't seem to know where the hell it was, so I just said, come, just bring us back to Graceland. So I might get out to see that, but it's about a 20-minute drive away from where we are, and you need a taxi, and to be honest, they are expensive, the taxis here. They don't seem to have a set fee. Just think of a number and double it. This is a nice sort of angle to sort of look at Graceland. There was a building on this plot when I came last year, and I can't remember what it was. But it's obviously been taken down for whatever reason. It's amazing what information you can get when you go up to the graves. Don't be frightened to talk to people, because most people will chat to you and you will get a lot of information from them. You know, as fans, we all have to help each other. It's the only way that we can keep Elvis alive, is by sharing stories with one another and helping one another discover him. And there's a meditation garden, the new wall. As I say, I have posted a couple of small, only short videos of Stax Museum and inside of the pyramid, because you don't feel like you can really video, because there's people there and you don't want to invade the privacy. So still tours going on. You can see you've got the wall with everybody's writing on. It's quite high now, the wall, I can't see over it. I think my wife sort of brought up a comment which I thought, she said, if Elvis had still been alive today, do you think he would have still been living in Graceland? And I don't know whether he would, because in today's world, would this be secure enough for him? Especially if you've got an Elvis in his prime living in today's world. I mean, because it's a different place, is Memphis now, to what it was in the 60s and 70s. I mean, don't get me wrong, there's a hell of a lot of nice people, and you know, I mean, today when we had to come back from the pyramid, we just went and asked someone if they'd bring us a taxi, and the answer was yes. I mean, they don't even think about the word no. They just can't do enough for you. Just another look up at the road there. There's another tour bus coming out. There's people queuing up. Just to let them come out. Right, I think I'll sign off there, guys. Thank you.